No, everybody, he's still learning, okay? We're only a season and a half into this thing, and he's still learning.
The Talking Gruse, bringing you the less serious side of the news. Brought to you from the Rocket Courier Studios in Tempe, Arizona. Now, your host, the Gruse.
Hey, everybody, welcome to the Talking Gruse. We're back again. Let's go ahead and get this episode started in Compton, California, where a late-night ring camera recording has stirred mild internet curiosity. A shadowy figure glitching briefly across the screen, silent, unexplained, slightly eerie, but mostly perplexing. Now, was it a prank, or a passerby, or something metaphorically terrestrial? We're here not to jump to conclusions, but we are here to ask the moderately particular questions. Let's roll the footage. Viewer discretion not required, just a flexible imagination. Go with the story, sir.
A California woman's doorbell camera captured a video of a mysterious figure that has some residents speculating about alien activity. Jessica Ortiz shared footage to social media showing what her Ring camera picked up outside her Compton home after dark. The video appears to show an unusually shaped figure walking next to the house. Anyone, please explain to me what my Ring just caught. I'm not tripping, right?
It looks like Roger from American Dad.
Yeah, he's quite the character.
Speak up. Please.
He's quite the character. He sat up on his bed. Oh, she said her son was equally perplexed.
You know, guys, once again, in season 1, he had real teeth. Season 2, he has phony teeth, and they're a lot better teeth than his real ones were, and he still has issues talking.
She said her son was equally perplexed.
She sells by the seashore.
Yes. She said her son was equally perplexed by the footage. He sat up on his bed and he played it like 3 times, she told the NBC Los Angeles News. When he was done on the 3rd one, he was like, "Mom, it's an alien. Call the police." I was like, "I'm not calling the police on an alien. I'd sound crazy." She is in Compton, California.
Call Stan. Hey, Roger got out.
Or Captain Picard, his boss.
Yeah, well, Inspector Bullock.
There we go. Some commenters said the figure resembles an alien or another mysterious creature, while others speculated it could have been a person wearing a hat or a black-clad figure carrying a light-colored bag that showed up on camera as the silhouette of an extraterrestrial. The video reached more than 1 million views on Instagram, but Ortiz has yet to receive a definitive answer. She said her best guess is still alien activity. "I think God is too creative for us to be the only ones with life," she said.
No, I think the same thing too. I think God got bored with Earth and he's like, "Yep, these guys are doomed for their own destruction. Let's go create something else."
I've been watching a show called Lex from like the late 90s, early 2000s.
What's it called?
Lex, L-E-X-X.
Lex, okay.
It's kind of a cheesy, goofy sci-fi show, but they end up in the 4th season showing up to Earth, and Earth is in the dark universe.
All right.
And it doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, you know. That especially with the latest episode of South Park, you got to watch it. It's called Sermon on the Mount. Not saying anything more about it because it might ban us from being Google ad approved.
Right.
But watch it. It's hilarious. I watched it last night and about died laughing. Now our next story is about a leopard tortoise named Shelley. Shelley. She escapes from her domestic confines, travels nearly 3 miles, and is found outside of an ice cream shop. 16 days later, no footwear, no GPS, and absolutely no regrets. Some call her missing, some mistook her for landscape, but Shelley had a destination, and possibly a dessert preference. Now, to guide us through Shelley's frozen-footed journey, here's Rich with the full scoop, straight from the annals of animal ambitions.
All right. A tortoise who escaped from her family's home in England.
Shelley.
Shelley. And my tablet just went kaput. Like, technical difficulties. Please stand by.
We need that funky music for technical difficulties like they used to play back in the 80s whenever they'd have technical difficulties.
Okay.
Here we go.
We're good.
Let's try this again. Here's Rich with the full scoop, straight from the annals of animal ambition.
A tortoise who escaped from her family's home in England was found more than 2 weeks later outside an ice cream parlor nearly 3 miles from home.
It took 2 weeks, turtle speed, to get to the ice cream shop. I am right there with the turtle, by the way.
Right?
I would have gone to the ice cream shop.
And it would have taken you 3 days or 3 weeks to get there.
No, it wouldn't take me that long, but I get it.
Shelley, a 20-year-old leopard tortoise, escaped from outside her family's home in Shillingford Abbot near Exeter on July 9th. The tortoise was spotted 16 days later in a field outside the Orange Elephant ice cream parlor in Kenneford, about 2.8 miles from home. She was spotted by the farmer who thought she was a big rock, the owner, Nick Phillips, told the BBC. Luckily, he realized rocks don't usually...
That's the British Broadcasting Corporation.
Yeah, we've got to clear that one up.
Yeah.
Luckily, he realized rocks don't usually move and give us a call. Gave us a call. The Orange Elephant celebrated Shelley's return on social media. After being reunited with her owners and a cheeky ice cream, she is now back home safe and sound, the business said. Phillips said he...
Did the turtle get some ice cream, though?
It sounds like it.
No, that's what I thought.
When cheeky ice cream, yeah.
Cheeky. Shelley, cheeky ice cream.
Is that a new flavor? I don't think they carry cheeky ice cream at Baskin-Robbins.
Well, there we go, 32 flavors.
She is now back home, safe and sound. Phillips said he suspects the ice cream is not the only snack she enjoyed while on the loose. We tried runner beans, cabbage, cucumber, the full Monty. Wow, this show has lot of what was the phrase from last week?
Anatomically optimistic.
Yeah, anatomically optimistic references here. Cheeky, BBC, the full Monty.
That was a good movie, by the way.
I've never seen it.
Oh, yeah, it was a good movie. It was based on a true story.
Right, I knew that. She wasn't interested. I have no idea what she's been eating, but clearly it wasn't
Look it
salad.
up, folks. It came out in the 90s.
Phillips said he has reinforced Shelley's fence to prevent repeat escapes. That's all patched up now. If she wants out again, she's going to have to give it some really serious thought, he said.
Don't put it past the turtles. They got small brains, but, they're going to be willing that thing to their family members when they die. You know that.
Oh, yeah. Those tortoises live to be.
Yeah, they're like 100, 190. I mean,
yeah.
I'm going to worry about my placostomus. I just found out they live 15 to 20 years in captivity. I'm going to have to will those bad boys to someone.
You don't think you're going to make it 15 years?
20 years, though. I mean, who knows? 15, yeah. 20, well, that's a little bit of a stretch.
So,
anyways, back on home turf as we come across the pond again. A non-human wanderer roams the streets of Stockton, once again in California. His name is Wiggly.
Anatomically optimistic.
7 months. He's a 7-month-old pot-bellied, allegedly disruptive to residential foliage. He digs, he struts, he challenges municipal code by existing. He's not a dog, he's not a cat, he's a pig. And in Stockton, pigs are legally ambiguous. So let's unpack this tale of Wiggly, the misunderstood swine.
Unpack Wiggly. Okay.
Piggly Wiggly.
Residents of a California neighborhood are complaining about a local pet pig that they say frequently escapes to dig up their yards. Stockton residents voiced their concerns about the porcine vandal at a recent Stockton City Council meeting. Oh, that had to be fun.
You know what comes to mind when I see this? And I'll put it up here on the screen for everybody. You ever see the picture of the Peppa Pig jigsaw puzzle?
No.
I'll show you once the show's over. Everybody, you can see it up here right now. I'll show the co-host later.
I was thinking of Charlotte's Web.
No, I'm thinking of the Peppa Pig jigsaw
Stockton's
puzzle.
famous pig. The pig runs the streets, Stockton resident Patty Lewis said at the meeting. He's not just in my yard, he's in other yards, Lewis said. I do not have $6,000 for a fence. Must be a California price for a fence. The swine suspect, a 7-month-old pot-bellied pig named Wiggly. When he gets older, are they going to call him Mr. Wiggly?
Wiggly, he could have formed a grocery store chain somewhere in the South.
Wiggly was reported to be on the loose July 14th, according to Stockton Animal Services Manager Ashley Kluza.
Okay, everybody, we had some technical difficulties because I was showing the co-host the picture of the Peppa Pig jigsaw puzzle. And anyways, now we're back.
First the pig got loose, and then his wires did.
Yes.
They got an anonymous call reporting that the pig was on the loose digging some holes. The pig was no longer on the loose when officers searched the area 2 days later. Kluza said Stockton Animal Services officials have been in contact with Wiggly's owner to let them know pigs are not allowed as pets in the city. Boo.
Yeah.
In Stockton, dogs, cats, and any sort of domesticated animal per se is allowed. Any sort of considered farm animal or anything that is more like a wild animal is not allowed.
But in the 1980s, remember, everybody had pot-bellied pigs were the big thing?
No, I know. When I worked with the Census Bureau in 2000, the leader that we met at her house, she had a big old pot-bellied pig.
Yeah, in the 1980s, it was 1980s, 90s, it was a big thing. It was such a big thing to have a pot-bellied pig, they made fun of it in the comic strip Bloom County.
Oh. Matt was more into Bloom County than I was.
Oh, I love Bloom County.
Matt Childers, if you're out there, what's up? The owner has 14 days to comply and will be cited if the pig is still located in the city at the end of that time. Boy, it must be awesome to live in California.
Oh, I know.
We first recommended reaching out to local rescues. There are a few out there that specialize more in the farm animal or potbelly pig type of rehoming. Then you are always welcome to post on social media. Just make sure you vet the person interested. Make sure it goes to an appropriate home. Yeah, we don't want anybody making bacon out of Wiggly.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're making bacon with Wiggly, but that's a different story.
Well, that's true, that too. Now, our next story takes us across the other side of our country. In Massachusetts, a 5-foot fugitive slinked through suburbia. His name is Goose. I sort of have a bonding with his name. You know. He's a monitor lizard with mild fame and a taste for window screens. He leapt from his second-story home in Webster, crossed state lines, back into Connecticut, and he crossed state lines into Connecticut, and now he's back, spotted in Douglas, still uncaptured, still not eligible for cuddles. Authorities say he's elusive. Neighbors say he's photogenic, and advertise and advise keeping a safe metaphorical distance. Rich unpacked Goose's cold-blooded comeback.
So he's escaped from Webster and made it to Arnold's house?
Yes. Webster Arnold.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. The
Massachusetts Environmental Police, another great
That's
organization.
Like the AZDEQ.
Said Goose, an escaped water monitor lizard, previously spotted
How
across...
fitting. Goose, water. Didn't Goose die in water?
In Top Gun, yeah.
Yeah. Well, no, he actually died from the ejection, but it was in water, though.
Yeah. But previously spotted across the border in Connecticut, has returned to the state but remains on the loose. Goose on the loose! The agency said Goose, who escaped from his owner's Webster home, by jumping out
The
from a
Goose
second-story
is
window.
loose.
On July 18th was spotted by a Douglas resident on Wednesday, and the sighting was verified with a photo. Officers responded to the area immediately, but unfortunately the reptile was not located, environmental police said on social media. We are working closely with the reptile experts, Rainforest Reptiles, to help us locate and capture the animal. Goose was previously spotted across the state border in Thompson, Connecticut. Water monitor lizards are not legal.
Isn't that Connecticut and New Yankee, Connecticut and King Arthur's Court or something?
I don't know. New monitor lizard in King Arthur's Court.
A new Yankee monitor lizard in King Arthur's Court?
Water monitor lizards are not legal to keep as pets in Massachusetts without special permits. Authorities said Goose's owner was not in possession of such a permit at the time of his escape. You people and your unauthorized pets.
I know. Like here in Arizona, everything's legal. I mean, what? They caught an alligator a few months last year, it was, on the side of the 101, and that was okay and good to have, but they didn't cite anybody for it. I mean, well, why would you have an alligator in the middle of the desert, though, is what I'm asking.
Well, I didn't hear the thing. Say that again. I was starting to read that. Take two.
You know, everybody, he's still learning, okay? We're only a season and a half into this thing, and he's still learning. Anyways, that concludes our slightly absurd news roundup where tortoises crave dessert, pigs challenge urban norms, lizards vacation illegally, and shadowy figures may just need direction. Now, special thanks to UPI for documenting the delightfully improbable and giving the Talking Gruse a reason to report. Now, on to Strange World Records. All right, everybody. Welcome back to Strange World Records. We haven't done this segment in quite some time, and there's a lot of things out there that have happened that we just figure it's time to get back to this.
We missed a bunch, and we want to get back to some of the cross-pollinations and other fun things that happen.
Yeah. Before Rich speaks, know that what you're about to hear is true, not metaphorically, more metaphorical. Fact. Now, a woman placed 71 wooden golf tees in her hair.
711.
Or 711, yeah. Sorry. Don't have my glasses on. Wooden golf tees in her hair voluntarily. She summoned the Guinness adjudicators. She summoned novelty and possibly a mild headache. Rich, take us deeper into this triangle.
So, a California woman who loves golfing broke an unusual Guinness World Record by putting 711 tees into her hair.
She must have just got done watching Happy Gilmore 2 or something, right?
I haven't seen that yet. I gotta.
It's cute. It's good. I mean, you know how it's going to end. Yeah. It was good. It wasn't as good as the original, but it was good.
I saw the original in the Dollar Theater with Tammy back in the early 90s.
I saw the original in the actual full-price theater back in the 90s.
And are we putting the picture up here?
Yeah.
The tees? Okay. Yeah, that's pretty interesting looking. Dreadlocks eat your heart out. So, Anya Banish, 45, earned the title for most golf tees in the hair when her friends spent 47 minutes helping her fill her locks with the small wooden pegs. I've always dreamed of being in the Guinness World Records book. That's been totally a dream of mine. I wanted to create something around the golf world and thought this would be a great idea, she told them. And she said her record was inspired by Joel Strasser, a serial record breaker with multiple titles for putting objects into his beard. Well, thank you.
I would put things in my, if I was getting a world record, I mean.
Weren't we going to put matches in our nose at one time?
Yeah, we were actually.
Yeah. We can revisit that sometime.
Well, we'll get to that.
I got a bloody nose trying it.
Yeah. Better him than me.
The big old nostrils, man. Joel is definitely the GOAT of beard records. I followed his journey, and I'm just honestly inspired by how unique, creative, and funny he is, Benash said. And if I'm butchering your name, I apologize.
If he's butchering your name, it's because he has new teeth.
Be honored. His creativity gave me the push to be like, okay, let's do something crazy too. I can be the golf girl version of Joel Strasser. So thank you, Joel, for inspiring me to do something goofy with my hair. Hey. 4.
Well, that'd be 711 golf. Now, if she were to put 711 golf balls, like glue them onto the tees, that would even be better.
I might get a little heavy.
Yeah, I know, but... in the comments section below, if everybody's made it this far watching, please tell us how much 711 golf balls would weigh. That would just be...
I guess it depends on whether it's a Titleist or a...
No, because golf balls all have a standard weight, I'm sure.
Yeah, they do if they're... for the PGA.
Yeah, if they're a PGA approved golf ball, how much would 711 of them weigh? Okay.
Here's one that we're not going to try.
Yeah, this is the next story is the sacred art of balloon compression. 2 men, 10 balloons, 7.5 seconds. This was not a party; it was a Guinness ritual. Now, once again, it's only from the strangeness of our good friend David Rush, the record titan, and his companion Jonathan Hollywood Hannon, engaged in synchronized balloon annihilation, chest to chest, spine to spine. Physics, barely survived. Now, Rich, go ahead and bring the air and this cautionary tale.
Serial Guinness World Record breaker David Rush unofficially, why did he even do it? Broke a record when he and a friend popped 10 balloons between their bodies in 7.5 seconds. Sounds a little risque.
Well, I mean, he has like a hotline to the adjudicators. So
right?
Why is it unofficial?
Maybe they still have to adjudicate it, and then it'll be official.
Yeah, maybe they will. They'll have to watch the video or something.
Viewer discretion advice. Rush, who has more than 181 Guinness World Records titles to his name, originally teamed up with friend Jonathan Hollywood Hannon and popped 10 balloons between their bodies in 15 seconds, enough to overtake the previous record of 17 seconds. The duo soon found their time had been beaten by Colton Shepard and Cameron Severson, who popped their balloons in only 11 seconds. So, David Rush and his
sidekick.
His ambitions got the best of him, and he had to, go back to it. So they made another attempt at the title, managing to get their time down to 7.5 seconds. Evidence from their attempt must now be reviewed, by the Guinness World Records before it becomes official. Adjudicators, get to your adjudicating.
Yeah, adjudicators, start adjudicating. Was that it?
That was it. That's the whole story.
Yeah, it's good to see that Rush is still out doing things. So we haven't reported on Strange World Records in a while, and there he is again. Now this is another Strange World Record. A woman mounted a steampunk relic, a penny farthing bicycle.
Holy moly! I haven't seen one of those in real life.
And this is my question about the penny farthing bicycle. Why? What? Who? What engineer thought it would be smart to put a really freaking big wheel on the front?
How the hell do you mount these things?
There's a little step down below that they get on, and then that helps them get up. I've seen it.
I think I'd be singing soprano if I rode one of those.
So in Tasmania, Lizanne Wilmot shattered 2 world records, speed of 25.292 miles per hour and a distance of 1 kilometer in 52.75 seconds. She is now the fastest high wheel rider on Earth, even beat the men's respect. Now, Rich, pedal softly into this disbelief.
Yeah, I don't see how you could go faster than, from here to there by Sunday on one of these bikes.
I don't know why once again, I don't know why they thought that was a good design.
A Canadian woman with talent for riding big-wheeled bikes broke two speed records at an Australian track.
The only big wheel I ever rode was as a kid.
Yeah, the one that you sat in and it was bright red with the blue seat. Yeah. While pedaling a penny farthing, Lizanne Wilmot climbed her Victorian-style bicycle in Burnie, Tasmania, and broke the Guinness World Record for the fastest speed on a penny farthing, female, and fastest 1 kilometer on a penny farthing, female. She rode the 1 kilometer, 0.62 of a mile, for those of us in the States. Distance,
so about a half a mile.
A little 60% of a mile.
Yeah.
Distance in time of 52.75 seconds. Her top speed was clocked at 25.92 miles per hour. Wilmot.
25 miles an hour to begin with. Now, I've ridden motorcycles before. 25 is it's pretty
fast when you're out in the open.
Yeah, 25 is pretty fast when you're out in the open. And when you get up to 45, it's really fast when you're out in the open. 50 is even faster. But on a penny farthing, God. Anyways, go on.
She previously held the record for the farthest distance on a penny farthing in 1 hour for a female, but she lost the title to British woman Melissa Eisdell. So she still holds 2 records, but she lost a third. That would be in...
Yeah, that's wow. I really don't... Wow.
I didn't even know it was called a penny farthing.
What's that?
I never even knew what those were
called.
Yeah.
You didn't know they were called that?
No.
Oh. Once again, guys, he's not very into history like I am, and
just not that kind of history. I'm very into history, but
that's the big part of history, though. That was what the first bicycles were. But once again, why did they decide to put once again, in the comments, if anybody really knows why they made that wheel so freaking large.
Anybody related to penny or farthing, please let us know.
Yeah. Well, finally, the rise of the claw machine. So last week we had a story about a kid climbing into a claw machine. This week in Cebu City, Philippines, the Claw King claimed its title. It's the world's largest claw machine.
So even adults can climb in.
Yes, exactly. It's 7 feet long, 12 feet tall, constructed with enough cable to outfit a band tour. The prize is still elusive. The claw, rumored to have its own gravitational pull. Rich, try not to get scooped while reading this story. Well, everybody, it looks like the algorithm is trying to beam the co-host up. I warned him not to get scooped. Have fun with the algorithm, sir. And try to work us out a better deal, okay? Well, with that, I hear the compliance choir warming up. What have we learned? Humanity's record-breaking thirst remains unchecked. Antique bikes, balloon rituals, and golf tee hair. We salute these heroes, whether they pedal through history or pop into it. Now, if you enjoyed this descent into the delightful nonsense, tap that subscribe button like it's suspended in midair by an algorithm. We are on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, X, and any platform brave enough to host us. Like, share, and comment your favorite world record. Real or fictional, we're partial to the most emotional weather event caused by Florida Man. He still hasn't gone away yet. Come on, dude, just go. And remember, even the most absurd stories are just reality trying to entertain us. This has been the Talking Gruse. We'll see you next time, assuming I don't fall off the penny farthing out in the parking lot trying to break that world record.